Hello, lovely people, and welcome to episode 3 of Pop of Color Live, a music industry late night show for colorful bands and artists. I'm Clara Charron. This is my late night show. I also run popofcolormusic.com, the blog, and you're on my page. Tonight's episode is going to be on media. It's kind of like a roadmap to different forms of media artists can get when they're independent. But first off, we're going to start with the news of the week. Top story, as I keep covering the Spotify thing, is they're announcing that they will officially go public on Tuesday, April 3rd. Congratulations. Let's have the money trickle down to us now. Thanks, Spotify. But if you're looking at things that are fast-growing, Chartmetric just published their data analysis on the fastest-growing playlist types on streaming services. It's the content-oriented playlist types. So these would be by genre, say rock, country, reggae, folk, are being outpaced by context-oriented. So these would be surrounded by mood. So this would be angry breakup songs, or dab on them haters, coffee house chill, girl power, that kind of stuff. So if you're looking at getting your music placed on playlists, whether it be on streaming platforms by curators or on compilation discs, this is looking to start swaying in the direction of people looking for mood stuff. So if they're going to the gym and they want pump-up music for their gym session on the Monday morning, they don't care what genre it is. They just want something that gets the blood flowing. So yes, keep a look at that. Another thing, which I hope is not news for you guys, but tax season is upon us. As independent musicians, I hope you kept good records of your income. If not, New Year's resolution, keep better track next year. On to the main topic. Hi, Spencer. Hi, Rachel. So, oh my gosh, it's so cool because I can see when you guys join. I've got people I know cheering me on. This is awesome. Okay. There are two main types of audiences you want to reach when you're talking to, when you're trying to get press as an artist. So the in crowd and the out crowd. So the in crowd would be people already in the music industry. So these are the A&R, other artists, managers, record label, what have you. These are the people inside the industry. And these are likely to be the first people reading, say, your friends who are also artists. If you are in a city such as Ottawa, that has, or probably your city, Rachel, Grand Rapids, because it's if you have a strong music scene there, then hi, Chantal! If you have a strong music scene in your city, likely you're friends with a lot of the other artists. But that's not sustained and scalable as you go, because eventually you're going to want to branch out and get press with and make fans with other people, other music fans, even if there are people who can't name every single note in the C major scale. So that's when you want to get the attention of the out crowd. So I'm going to break down 6 major types of music, places you can get press as a musician, and what they are, how do you get on them, and my best advice for getting a feature there. So number 1, mainstream music publications. Pretty straightforward. This is the Rolling Stone, the Pitchfork, any place whose main focus is covering big mainstream artists. So their job is to get the most clicks or the most covers sold on their latest copy of, thanks Rachel, of the magazine. See, any unknown up-and-coming artists they feature, let's face it, they don't have 50 Facebook likes. They're going big. So, well, as a result, you either need to be, say, on the Billboard charts or have a very well-connected publicist. And these publicists, when they're pitching to big publications, 10,000 social media followers across all platforms is usually the minimum they look for. My best advice, wait till you're ready, or when you get the chance, or rather, and when you get the chance, And it's be quick to reply. They have tight publication schedules, so you don't want to leave them waiting because you didn't check their email when they asked for a different photo or you left them hanging. The second type of music publication is on the complete other end of the spectrum. These are called unknown artist sites. General rule, they're the blogs who take pride in presenting unknown, up-and-coming, starting out artists to their audience. So this can be anything from free hobby blogs from someone in their bedroom to a small registered business that does this for the love of the art. One of the big problems they face, however, is returning visitors. See, most of the audience they get comes from the audience that the artist brings in. They don't have a very solid built-in audience, especially if they're just starting and don't have a unique voice or they cover a lot of genres. If they don't have a strong voice as a writer, they have a hard time bringing people back. So you're going to have to bring your own people for those. But on the bright side, because these bloggers take so much pride in breaking and presenting new artists, they're not going to say too much things bad about you. Really, they might criticize an album, a fine detail or two for authenticity, but a big name music critic at the major mainstream publications can get away with a bad review, but a small blog who drags the band's debut EP through the mud just looks like an internet bully. So that's why they don't do it. So it's a great place if you're first starting out and you want to collect some good press quotes to build up and convince people that and build a following and show numbers. Here's how to get on them is it varies. Everything, there's a wide spectrum of viewerships. Best things to do is follow the instructions when it comes to contacting them. They usually have either a submit or a contact page on the blog itself, an email with a subject line. Don't find the writers on their personal Facebook and message them. That's creepy, and you get blacklisted when you do that. Just relax when you're in the interview. Really, this is the time you can practice answering interview questions, and you can practice and you can be yourself. There's no need to stress out. You're doing this for your fans. You're doing this for practice. And chances are they're genuinely happy to talk to you too. Number 3, local press. So, pretty straightforward. This would be either the arts and culture section of your local newspaper or blogs that focus only on the music in your geographical area. So if you're not from this area or you have no intention of touring here anytime soon, don't submit. Pretty straightforward. So you'll have a lot of music fans, you'll have a lot of people who are supportive of the art scene, you'll have your musician friends, and you'll have other musicians who are the types who read these columns and these blogs. Basically, your local mayor is more likely to read it than a label CEO, but there are some great things to it in the sense of if you're able to showcase hometown pride, it's great. If you're getting people to come out to a local show, great place to be. How to get on them. Advance notice is very, very, very important for these, especially if they're in a print paper and you're sharing this section with, say, theater and indie film and dance and other musicians in the orchestra. You want to give them lots of advance notice because you want them to be able to time it in and find a spot for you. If it's the weekly Sunday column, if you're touring and if you're touring, give them at least 3 months. And that's timing. Timing is everything for the local press attention. My best advice, rep your city. If you're not from the city you're getting the press in, you'll want to tell them about the touristy things you want to do while you're here, or what you love about the city, what you admire about them. Give them free stuff. Autograph your CD, give them a free t-shirt. Take a selfie with the journalist who interviews you. So they can use it to promote it. If you're advertising a show, give away 3 free tickets. Write off 3 tickets. 1 for the press pass for the person interviewing you, and 2 they can use as a giveaway for 2 lucky readers. So they can make a competition that sparks your name and gets people out to your show and interested. plus free stuff. Everyone loves that. So 4, the pay for play sites. Okay, so Payola. Long story short, Run, but these are the places that are they'll cover everything and anything for a fee. I've seen them on music blogger forums, and I'm just like, no, what you're doing is you're rehashing the artist's bio, and charging $50 for that. No, other music bloggers and music press people, they see right through it. They know who these people are, and it's better to get promoted and get a feature and an interview on the smallest free hobby blog than paying through the roof for an article written about you. It's not the same as PR. PR will get you results by crafting an image, creating a bio, and pitching you to places. These places ask for money in exchange for writing an article that no one is really going to read because the only people reading it are the people who are going to pay, and this is how they make their money. They don't have a built-in readership. It's just a way to, it's the Wild West with indie artists. Everyone wants to feel special. Everyone wants attention. And for those who don't know better about business, this is something they're willing to do. Run. Next up, trade publications. So what are these? Pop of Color is one. And the Bandzoogle blog, the Sonic Bids blog, Ari's Take. These are blogs. Digital music news falls more under newspaper, but that's the same idea. Hypebot compiles all of them, an aggregator, but it's people who talk about the music business as opposed to reviewing music. So for example, what I do when I interview an artist, I don't ask them about their inspirations for their latest album or their boyfriend. I ask them, what's your Twitter strategy? Because my audience aren't music fans necessarily. They're musicians and music business people looking to learn about the business. So that's what a trade publication is. There's 2 main subcategories of those. There's the independently run by individual people. So that would be me, that would be Ari's Take. There's a couple other ones. I'm friends with Anitra from The Crafty Musician, Aaron from Musicians Breakthrough. He's a new one in town here in Ottawa. He's cool. And then you've got the corporate run. So these would be companies that provide services for artists. So Sonic Bids does gigs, Reverb Nation is an artist profile directory, Bandzoogle builds websites for musicians, and the idea is they have a corporate blog because they've got the built-in, their client base are independent musicians. So if they can provide blog posts for them, they keep up the brand loyalty. If people are searching for answers to those questions and they find their article in the search results, they might wonder who's doing it. Scroll, and they find in this artist service company, and that's how they pay for it. So for trade publications, and you can either get on there, have your name on it by either being an expert giving an interview or guest posting. And obviously, you need a little bit of experience in the music industry doing that. I'm not saying you have to be a full-on business person, but let's say a 14-year-old who has 2 YouTube subscribers and posts Justin Bieber cover videos doesn't really have enough music industry experience to convince the in-crowd. This is what I was talking about earlier with like the A&R, the CEOs, the managers, and other musicians, that they know what they're doing and know what they're talking about. So if you're a more experienced musician, you have stories of the road, you have advice you can give to younger musicians, other musicians, people starting out where you were once, and you can help them along, try contributing a guest post. And last but not least, when it comes to media outlets, outside passion blogs. So, okay, let me make my case. But outside passion blogs are just the rest of the blogiverse, the rest of the media that has nothing to do with music. So these would be the cooking, these would be the travel, this would be the photography, the parenting, anything that's not musician focused. Why am I making a case for something that's only the far out crowd? Because you likely have passions other than music, and so do your fans. Once again, back to what I was saying at the beginning. While the in crowd, your musician friends, other music people are great to hang out with, and they're great first fans and first supporters cheering you on, eventually, if you want to scale and grow as an artist and make a sustainable income, you're going to have to play to more than just your buddies who are waiting for their turn to play at the open mic night. You're going to have to make fans, and those people don't necessarily come from the music scene. They have other passions. They have other careers. They have other jobs. They do other things, but they also listen to music, whether it be while cooking, while driving their kids to school, at work. Oh, thanks, Rachel. I'll do that. Thank you so much for the nice comment. So what you can do with these is meet those people in the middle. If they're not going to walk into your show, come to them. If you're someone who's a musician and also has a passion for something else, go find where the people who have a passion for something else are and see if they're going to be interested in your music, and you can bring them along to build fans that are a personal human connection where you're not just talking about one thing you two have in common. You're also talking about other things. Make fans feel like friends. So basically, you're going to find what you're passionate about, something that means a lot to you, something you're good at, and you're going to write a guest post about it that filters it through the lens of your musician self. So say if you have allergies, let's say if you're celiac, you can't eat gluten, and you just went on a tour, go find a cooking blog or a travel blog or a blog for gluten-free people and submit a guest post that talks about your experience on the road touring as someone who couldn't eat gluten at the bars you played at and what that was like and what your tips were. For example, if you are a runner, if you do long distance running, see if you can take the passion, take something you're good at, a recipe even. I'm thinking about food right now, obviously, but take something you're good at, write about it in a tips giving, teaching kind of way, and filter it through the lens of you being a musician. It's not an advertisement per se for you being an artist. Hey, come to my show. But it's a way to make them feel like you're knowledgeable, feel like you're someone you can get along with, get your personality across, and then, oh, they're a musician, maybe I should check out their stuff. So yes, thank you very, very, very much for watching. I think this is episode 3 has been my best one yet. I'm so happy with the ways things are going. I wish I could give you a big hug in real life, but for now we're going to go through the screen. Louise is her little motorized croissant in the back, so she's not really gonna be on screen, but she is sometimes. Thank you very, very much for watching. Please subscribe to my newsletter, check out my blog. I've got my artist services redone in a nice shop format. They're in the description of this video. I've got a link to the data analysis I pulled up at the beginning and my social media links. Please, if you're like Rachel and you want to get the links to all the places I'm talking about, please email me or message me afterwards and I will specify it and customize it to you and what you need. Thank you so, so much. Have a colorful week. I've got an interview that's coming out this week. I just need to get the final edits and approval back from the artist. And my newsletter is coming out on the 1st of April. So April Fool's Day, Easter, and my newsletter. Does it get any better? Bye, guys.